welcome for the third video about the end of the POC for FastAPI. So we've seen how to use SQLAlchemy, SQLite, Streamlit, and Spacey. So this time I'm gonna back my API of build on FastAPI with the MySQL database. So what I'm gonna do is that so everything is available, I remind you, in this directory, and then you can check. So we're going to present this one. I don't really know why you cannot access to the file on my GitHub account, but anyway, I will give you the original file where I get the stuff, which is this one. This guy has made a really, and you have all the command in the walkthrough that I'm going through. So this guy has made the integration. I've just taken and grabbed this element. Okay, so what you have to do is that you need to have, I've already installed, and you need to have Docker, and you need to download this image that's going to be using. So just for purpose of, to be quick, you need to download first. I'm not going to download the image of Docker, but what is easy, what is interesting is that with Docker you can create your own environment of developing, and then that's the reason why. So what it's going to do, I just had a make file that to enable to make easier the command. So right here I'm going to start. So this make starts is going to launch it's going to make the compose. It's going to create the MySQL with its database, and also it's going to download PhpMyAdmin, so I would be able to access to PhpMyAdmin. So let's do it. Oh, sorry. I always forget that I'm not in the correct directory, so let's get there. Let's get there. Okay, so I'm in the correct directory, and then I have the make file, which is here. So I can make start, or I can type it at least. So it's gonna start and running the Docker compose. I think he has already downloaded, so I don't know, maybe I've deleted. So he's gonna re-download the whole stuff, and then the PhpMyAdmin and the MySQL database will be available. So let's finish it, and meanwhile we're gonna watch what it's gonna do. And basically he has created this API, which is very simple. I think you can find everything here. So that's the user model, that's the connection, and you have the scheme, and you have the user. Wow, this one is very interesting. This one gives you the way it's going to handle this database, and I think I have put inside the user table that is creating if you need to create on a local machine. So basically it's done. It has, so I think I've put it in the main file right here. So you see, you can check, like always, same thing. You can check this time. You can check the no, this is not the I didn't start the API, so I'm gonna check this one first, and then as I say in the DB, it was created with this root and password, so you can use root in password, and then you will have access to the store DB, that is the one was created here. So he has created the engine, and basically I'm gonna launch, I think I need to close it down a little bit of this and that. And then I need to have, so that's, I'm gonna correct this pass. And I think I need to open a second. Let's open in Homebrew, for instance, again. And then I'm gonna get into this directory. And then I need to launch the API. So I need to be in the correct environment, like in the previous video I made. So I'm in base, and I've created a specific one, which is this one. So I'm gonna activate this. Okay, you can find all the requirement right here. This is the same that for the previous video. And then I need to launch this application, this app. Okay, so this one, and I need to launch this app. So the command will be uvicorn, sorry, app reload, meaning that I'm going to call this file app and then this stuff. Okay, and I say, let's put it YouTube to show you that I'm not lying to you. Okay, so it's ready to go. And then if I reload the page, you have access to this YouTube API, and you can interact with this database. So for instance, let's add a user, create a user, try out. So I'm gonna name test YouTube. Let's call it test YouTube at testyoutube.com, and the password will be test YouTube, and then I execute. So it has worked. And then if I refresh, I have it here. Okay, so you see that it's pretty easy, and then you can be sure that is basically the interaction is working, and you have right here your Docker that is interacting. So what is happening is that your FastAPI is interacting with the Docker environment into a MySQL database. Okay, and what else to show? It's a good way of, it's a good start if you need to work on a FastAPI that is connected to the, so you can get the users, whatever you have, the classical, and then you will have only one people. Okay, and you can delete, you can put, you can count. So let's create another user, and we'll say 2, and then I call it 2, and then I call it 2, and then I execute, and then I'm gonna create 3, and then I'm gonna create 3 and 3, and then count. So let's see, it has worked. You see 1, 2, 3, and then I can check, for instance, see how many people do you have, count. Well, this is a classical, oops. Oh yeah, there's no execution, so there will be 3. Okay, that's all right. So right here, this is not, the purpose was not to show, this is not an NLP or model learning. This is how you can connect a simple API through MySQL. But then you can, like in the previous video, I was showing you how to connect to SQL, SQLite, NPL stuff. But you can use MySQL, for instance, and make an NLP API connected with MySQL based on the code and based on whatever you want. Okay, so this is the principles that I wanted to show. Right here, this is an API, but it doesn't make machine learning model, but it's exactly the same way of working with whatever the base you want, except that you need to change your database, and you need to change, sorry, your API structure to make it a machine learning model. And that's really the object of all these articles that I've written below, where I expose everything to handle what I call UAE usage, meaning that you can think about how you can structure and have a strategy against intelligence artificials. Okay, maybe it's a bit confusing, but I try to expose maybe the use case as straightforward. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my web channels, to my YouTube channel, sorry. And also you can find all the code of these articles. You can both read the article, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I have also all the code right here on my GitHub account. Okay, thank you for watching, and see you for future video. Bye bye.